Hey guys, it's John. I'm back with another video. This one is 3 players with the most to prove. Now of these 3, one's coming back from a serious injury, one has had off-the-field issues that need to be taken care of, and one's a rookie. Okay, let's start off with the injury, and it's Victor Cruz. Okay, who else would it be? Victor Cruz, he was undrafted back in 2010. In 2011, he became the Giants' #1 receiver. In 2014, 6 games into the year, he tore a tendon in his leg that required surgery. He missed the rest of the year. And then in 2015, he got hurt in the offseason again. This time was his calf, and that also needed surgery. So the problem is, can he get back to a place where he can still be a solid receiver in this league? I don't know if he can still be a star in this league, but maybe he can still be a solid receiver that can still do good things for his team. That's what he has to prove. That's all he has to do. He has to show that he can still be a solid receiver in this league. Okay, let's move on to the next guy. And it's Josh Gordon. Look, Josh Gordon, he's a super talented receiver. He led the league in receiving yards in 2013. He made it to the Pro Bowl. He was a first-team All-Pro that year. He also was suspended for the first 2 games of that season. And then he was suspended for 10 games in 2014. That was almost a full year. And then a full year last year. And then he wasn't reinstated until the summer because he failed another drug test when he was applying for reinstatement. Couldn't think of the word. You know, this guy stayed out of trouble, and he even got in trouble in college. You know, this guy, wherever he went, he got into trouble. Okay? So what he has to do, he has to show the team, look, you can trust me. I can stay out of trouble. But will he? Okay? He's been in trouble so often that you don't know if he can stay out of it. Josh, I hope you can. And the last one, it's pretty simple. The rookie, it's a Ziggy Elliott. Now, the reason I chose Elliott over Tunsil is because Tunsil, it's kind of the same thing as Gordon. Not that extreme, but, you know, Tunsil, he's pretty much stay out of trouble. You know, we know how talented he is, and he's pretty much stay out of trouble. And I just don't see that as a big deal as Elliott, because Elliott, he was the 4th overall pick, and he's a running back. You don't take running backs that high anymore. The last one that was taken was Trent Richardson, and you know what happened? You know what happened with him. He was traded midway through his 2nd year, cut after his 3rd, cut before his 4th season ever started, and cut before training camp this offseason. You know, and now it's Elliott's turn. He has to prove, look, running backs can still be taken with a top 5 pick and still be good in this league. Okay, what's holding him back is, 1, you know, he got injured during the offseason. Okay? He got injured. He missed the first 2 preseason games. But when he was in that 3rd one, he did some pretty good things in there. And you have a really good feeling about his future. He just has to stay healthy. But don't forget, that was a hamstring injury that he had. And that does linger sometimes. Sometimes it will linger during the year. Okay, so he has to be careful. So, you know, that's one thing that could hold him back. Another thing, Dallas already has a crowded backfield. So, he's going to be fighting for carries from Alfred Morris and maybe McFadden. You know, Alfred Morris, don't forget, he was a solid contributor for the Washington Redskins, and I still don't know why they got rid of him. I don't know why they let him go in the offseason. And McFadden, don't forget, he was a 1,000-yard rusher last year. But, you know, Dallas is fielding calls for him, so maybe he'll be gone, and then it'll just be Morris and Elliott. And Elliott's supposed to be a bell cow back. You know, we'll see. Okay? So those are the 3 guys, and I'm throwing my book back. Before I go, I want to talk about Bridgewater and Romo. I'm going to start with Romo. Romo, he's got 2 broken bones in his back. And I said this earlier in my pretenders versus contenders. Why Dallas was a contender was because of Romo. Because he was their quarterback. Because he could make this team still look good. Well, now he's hurt and he could miss probably half of the season. So Dallas is no longer a contender. They're a pretender. And don't give me the Prescott is doing well in this preseason. That doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter until he shows it in a regular season game. You know, Prescott's going against twos. You know, some threes. Okay, he's not going up against starters. Okay, he went up against starters in the last preseason game, but that's still not the point. That's the preseason. You know, anybody can be a star in the preseason. Can he get it done in the regular season? That's why Dallas is now a pretender. Until I see something out of Prescott in the regular season, Dallas is going to be a pretender. Okay, but the Vikings are different. Look, I know what you are thinking. Bridgewater, he was just a game manager. Well, not this year. Okay, you saw his preseason games. You saw that he was doing a great job. You know, and that's the thing. Minnesota just lost their franchise guy. Okay? Minnesota just lost him. You saw what he was doing. But they still have talent. Okay, they are still a very talented team. They got probably one of the best running backs of all time and the best running back of this generation in Peterson. And he's still going to be that way until he slows down, which we don't know when that's going to happen. You know, you have Stephon Diggs. You have Laquan Treadwell. You know, you have solid receivers. You have a solid offensive line. You have a solid defense. All you need is a quarterback that doesn't screw up too many times, and you'll be fine. Okay, so to put it in, so just to shorten it, Dallas, they're no longer a contender. They're a pretender. Minnesota, I'm not going to say contender. I'm going to say push. Because even though they're talented, they have to find a solid quarterback. All right, that's it. I'm done. See you guys next time.